Hello, welcome to Story Time. I'm Tiffany and I'm going to be reading a story to you from Satsuma Public Library. I'm in our children's room, and our story today was requested by a very good friend of mine. Her name is Mia, and we love this book. Both of us love this book called Yoda, and it is the story of a cat and his kittens by Beth Stern. So I'm going to be reading it with you today, and Mia's going to be reading along with us at home. All right, so let's get started. Yoda. Yoda was a Persian kitten. Perky ears, smiling eyes, pretty fur, long fluffy tail. He used to dream about climbing trees and catching mice and becoming a super cat. But then Yoda's owner didn't want to care for him anymore, and he was taken to an animal shelter. Every day Yoda watched as other cats and kittens were adopted. Monday, goodbye Peaches. Tuesday, so long Maxine. And on Wednesday, someone even picked up Stanley, the one with stinky breath. Seriously, someone needs to get that cat a toothbrush. There was no way anyone would ever choose him. Fur so dirty, it had to be shaved. He felt naked. Plenty of food, yet he never felt like eating. He was as skinny as a string bean. But one Saturday, a nice lady named Beth came to the shelter, and she chose Yoda. What was going on? Had she been tricked? Couldn't she see he wasn't as clever as Peaches or as cuddly as Maxine? Maybe she needed glasses. Trying to figure this out made Yoda extra tired. He closed his eyes. Then Yoda woke up. He thought he was in a dream. Wow, look at his new place. Yet, as amazing as his new home was, something was missing. If only Yoda could put his paw on it. Beth was worried. She took Yoda to the doctor. After listening to Yoda's heart, he said, Yoda has a sad heart. What does that mean? Back at home, Yoda was still feeling blue when all of a sudden, crash! Mew, 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 purr, purr, purr. What is that? He wondered. He followed the sound down the hallway. Scratch, scratch. There was a sign that said, foster kittens inside. Please keep door closed at all times. Thank you. The door opened and Beth came out. She smiled at Yoda and waved him inside. Uh-oh, it was all beginning to sink in. Maybe this was why she had chosen him at the shelter. Someone was needed to fight off the monster she kept locked up. Yoda put on his bravest face and marched into the room. Nope, no monsters. Something worse, much worse. Kittens. 4 hissing, hanging, climbing, clawing, snoring, stinking, out of control furballs. Archie smelled. Oliver had fallen asleep. Petunia was stuck, and Sadie hissed. Meow. The kittens needed help. Scratch that. Lots of help. Yoda sprang into action. Get down from there now. Fur plus milk equals yuck. Bad news, the parakeet in the painting isn't real. Where were these kittens born? Under a rock? Then he sat down and got in business of grooming Archie. If there's one lesson every cat needs to learn, it's that bath time is an absolute must. From that day on, Yoda spent all of his time taking care of the kittens. They listened to him like he was their very own papa. Finish your breakfast, Oliver. Gentle paws, Archie. Use your indoor voice, Sadie. No biting, Archie's tail, Petunia. At bedtime, some of the kittens even slept snuggled under his fur. Sadie meowed in her sleep, and Oliver flexed his claws, but Yoda had to admit he didn't really mind. He slept with one eye open to make sure no one got into trouble, especially Petunia. Ooh, I forgot to show you this page. See him snuggled up? One afternoon, Yoda was teaching Archie to chew his food bite by bite when he thought, wait a minute. His eyes scanned the room. Oliver, check. Sadie, check. Petunia, Petunia, yikes! Yoda raced through the house. He checked on the kitchen counters, under the living room sofa, and even behind the toilet. He was out of breath and his heart was pounding. Where was Petunia? Squeak! She had climbed to the very top shelf of Beth's closet and couldn't get down. Petunia, why don't you ever listen? Ooh, she's high up there. Yoda was about to tell Petunia he would catch her when she jumped. Oof! Beth and the kittens raced into the closet. Yoda, oh no, are you okay? She asked. Yoda blinked. Poor Papa. Petunia jumped straight onto Yoda. Beth was so worried she took Yoda back to the doctor. He told her Yoda wasn't hurt one little hair. One little hair. And this time, when he listened to his heart, he said, Yoda has a happy heart. Of course, Yoda didn't understand much of what was being said. He just wished they would cut the chit-chat. He had to get back home. Who knew what the kittens were up to? Petunia could be climbing the drapes. Sadie could be attacking a school of fish on Cat TV. That night, Yoda gobbled down his food and washed his fur, which had grown fluffy and white. Smiling at the kittens who were all sleeping around him, he called a quick cat nap. Being a foster papa was tough work, but someone had to do it, and Yoda had finally become the super cat he'd always imagined he would be. The end. That was a great, great book. And Yoda certainly was a superhero, taking care of all of his kitten friends. We love that story, and I hope you'll join us again next week for story time. Enjoy your weekend and stay safe, and we will see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.